Hey, hi everyone, this is Koinzell here. So I wanted to redo the test on the PJWS, max stats, as well as the Skyward Spine procs. Because the first video that I did, I already took down that video because there was a mistake with it. So we're gonna redo the test and I'll show you guys the correct updated weapon comparison figures. Okay, so first off, our Raiden Shogun is using PJWS. To avoid having any attack bars from any other characters or weapons, I'll just put my Traveler. My Traveler is just using a Sacrificial Sword. She does not have anything that will give attack. Okay, all she does is give energy. And with that, we'll go down and we'll test it out. Okay, we hit one hit. So we got one stack of the PJWS. We are at 1494. We're going to switch to a Traveler and attack. Okay, we did trigger a few hits already. And our attack actually dropped. It dropped from 1494 to 1462. Which means that the off-field E does not proc her PJWS. In other words, you cannot reliably get her max stats, and whatever I did in terms of the realistic stats assumption applies. Okay? Crap. Oh, my poor ungeared Traveler. Okay, now the next thing to do now is to test Skyward Spine. Okay, so we have Skyward Spine here. Now, Skyward Spine is easy to test as long as we don't see any physical damage figures being proc. That would mean that Skyward Spine's proc did not work. You don't see any physical figures, right? Yes. That's because it doesn't work. Those physical figures are because my burst is over. So in other words, Skyward Spine procs do not work. PJWS off-field E also do not work for creating stats. And what this means is that in terms of the updated weapon figures, this is what it will look like. Okay, so this is the same weapon comparison figure that I did previously. Now the realistic PJWS remains the same. And oops, sorry, overshot. So the difference remains the same as well, where on the initial burst hit, realistic PJWS is about the same as the catch. While it's slightly better in the M41C, in the realistic permutation, because you are getting hits off, so you are building up your stats. It's just that you can't build your stats to get max stats before you go into your burst mode. And as for Skyward Spine, this pro weapon is now worse than the catch. Okay, if you have Skyward Spine, it does less than the catch by 0.23%, but it's about the same. So, it's terrible. It's very unfortunate for a 5-star weapon to actually lose out a little to a 4-star weapon that's completely F2P, by the way. Not from gacha. So yeah, I feel for Skyward Spine, man. I mean, initially it was only slightly better because of the procs, but because the procs did not happen, or rather the procs do not work in Baal's burst stance mode, this means that Skyward Spine is slightly worse off than the catch. Although this difference is very minute, you can say that they are pretty much on par. And as for the PJWS, for the burst, you see that it's the same as it's pretty much the same as the catch, because I'm assuming that you don't have any stats, which is the case because you can't use off-field E to gain stats. So pretty unfortunate for the PJWS, I must say. And worse still for the Skyward Spine. So these two weapons do not have a significant advantage per se over the catch. I mean, PJWS still has, it's just that it needs to build up. While Homa remains the second best weapon, and obviously, Engulfing is the best. Alright, so thanks everyone for watching, and special thanks to ZY Zhan for pointing out that the stats actually do not work. I went to retest, and this is the retest result that I wanted to show you guys. It does not work. Okay? And to prevent any confusion, I've already taken down the previous video so that I don't get any monetization from that as well. So that this is very nice, clean, and clear cut. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. If you like the content, remember the video and click subscribe for more. Bye!